Marine 경기장 도시락.
All right, and we just saw there from Cal Poly Pomona StarCrafts that the Cal Poly Pomona SCSL team will be going to IPL in full force. So awesome. We can't wait to see you guys out there. But now we have to resolve this $9,000 top prize finals on our hands. In the top left-hand corner of Taldra Malter, we have our red Protoss player from the team NSHoSeo. That is Sage. And his opponent winning with an 11-11 racks against NSHoSeo Seal in the last game. Our blue Terran player, it is Byun.Prime.
I'm actually really excited to see Byun play TVT. Byun was absolutely, unequivocally one of my favorite TVP players back when he was in the GSL. Had to take a little bit of a break because of some controversy in a tournament, but now he's back. He is one of the few players out there that was still consistently doing mech TVP. Obviously one of the reasons I'm excited, but he also had a lot of cool Marine tank pushes he liked to do as well. So he may just decide to play standard, but given his history in Terran versus Protoss, especially on this map, in fact, there's a very good chance that we're going to see a really unique build from him.
And, you know, we've seen that he's not afraid to try macro games. We've seen that he's not afraid to try and go for crazy cheese plays as well. So something, you know, 1 Rex Gasless FB seems just as likely as some sort of a 1-1-1 all-in.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. I mean, you never know what to expect from Byun. I mean, that's why I was really bummed out that he got involved in that thing with the ESV Korean Weekly at the end of last year, too, because it was so much fun watching him play. I mean, he never was like top tier, but he was always good, you know, and I feel like he was right on the cusp of becoming very good. So hopefully he's been practicing a lot. He looked certainly good last game with his control. Picking off the Overlord, doing little things like that was quite nice to see. But, you know, he's got a big job in taking out NSHoSeo Sage. Sage has been so dangerous in this tournament.
And 2 barracks coming up now for Byun, and we'll see if he just decides to go into that typical 2 barracks pressure opening. He could throw down a reactor here momentarily and then put up a tech lab right after that. His opponent, on the other hand, is going for no real way to tell much of anything at the moment. Could very well be a 1-gate sentry expand. Could be a 3-gate sentry expand. Yeah. Time will tell, though. Could be tech.
I feel like anytime you see that gas before 20, it's like a slim possibility it's going to be DT. You know, my DT sense always kind of tingles a little bit when I see that. But
Sage has, I want to say there was one time where he did a DT expand that ended up working out pretty well in Team Arena Challenge. But, you know, he's been playing pretty standard and very effectively standard, I guess, is what I'm saying. He's not had to rely on many gimmicks or anything like that.
So let's talk a little bit about the build that Byun is doing here. It's a 2 racks expand, but he's going reactor first with this. And I really recommend this build as a build a lot of newer Terran players learn in Terran versus Protoss. If you want to learn a fast expand build where you can still stay safe, still have an opportunity to get in there and do some damage, this is a great build for you. You get the reactor first, you have lots of Marines, you have Marauders out, you're very safe, you can put some aggression on your opponent. Looks like he does scout everything, nicely done there.
Yes.
Would have actually been a big deal if he hadn't seen that second barracks. But with this, you do get your command center a little bit later, but you have such a strong army early on. I really like it, and that's really interesting, actually, that he's going for stim first. Okay, so normally you see combat shields, just, again, you know, to have a very safe, meaty expand with that. So the fact that he's going stim first really interests me. I wonder if we're going to see something a little bit more aggressive than a typical 2 racks expand here.
Well, he does have his second gas coming up right now, and he's going into a factory.
I was wondering, yeah, okay.
That's what you were talking about, and here it comes. So, Stim coming up for right now, producing 3 Marines at a time, and he is going to finish Stim, let's see, in about 118 seconds. His opponent, on the other hand, Sage, putting up 3 gateways, just finishing those up.
Okay, so in that case, forget everything I just said. You can learn this build if you want, but the expand build would involve a command center near now instead of a factory, so in a second cast. So keep that in mind. So anyway, we've got Byun doing something a little bit more aggressive, like I mentioned. I wonder if he's going to go for medevacs right away, or if this is going to be some sort of like Marine tank push too, because it sounds weird for me to say that, but he's done it fairly often in the past here.
Yeah, he absolutely has, and there's a tech lab right down on the factory. So I think you're right. It's going to be a Marine tank push.
He loves Marine tank in PvP, and he's quite good at it as well.
Especially the way he started cutting gas and producing no Marauders anymore, you know? Seemed like he was going to go down that path.
Yep, no starport, so it's not going to be anything like Banshees, at least initially here. And so this is a build you can expand from. Obviously, your command center is going to be quite late when you do it. But the trade-off is that you have such a strong army to just push the Protoss players with. And the reason that we see him do this build on this map so often is because of that low ground outside the natural. You can siege up out there, scan if you need to, and maybe run a unit or two up the ramp, and then do theoretically a lot of damage to the Protoss natural.
And let's take a look now as that starport's
Starport,
well on
yep.
the way, coming up ever so slowly. Sage putting up his Twilight Council, but of course he has expanded now, and Byun's going to pick up on that no problem.
Yep.
Sees a pretty healthy amount of sentries on the field as well.
You know, I wonder if we're going to see Sage go for a Dark Shrine here. He's got the gas saved up, and against this, it would be quite good. There is no engineering bay. Templar Archives, very quick for Sage.
Oh, wow.
Okay. All right, that's really cool.
Yeah, there's 2 base
Interesting.
Templar pushes, and then there's that quick of Templar Archives.
Yeah, all right. So this could still work okay against what Byun.Prime have. He will have combat shields, of course, here, so it's not like his Marines are going to be too weak. And he's also going to have medevacs as well. So if he splits okay, he's still going to be in pretty good shape. But at this point, it doesn't look like Byun's going to really expand off of this.
No.
He can, expand off of it, but his command center is going to be very light. He's going to have to do some damage with the push to make it worthwhile.
Sage had actually split up his forces at just the moment you would have seen something like a 2-ghost push or something like that, and then decides once that moment has kind of passed that he pushed out a little bit further. So he's got full energy on his sentries, and we'll see if he starts researching Storm. There it is, and not a lot of gas saved up, so his Templar are going to come pretty slowly at first. And I actually think he has to get off of this Zelnaga Tower. He'll probably move as soon as he sees these forces, but it's going to be pretty dangerous for him. Oh, Zealots in the front now.
This is actually the build that Sage used to crush an early barracks push from another Terran player earlier in the week. I can't remember who it is off the top of my head right now.
On this map,
On
actually.
this map, yeah. He used this build on this map, and it worked great. But that was against Bio with no medevacs. This is against Marine Marauder tank with medevacs. And he has stim, and he has combat shields. So this is a little bit different situation this time.
Oh, yeah, and this is getting close because Byun wants to start pushing right now.
Oh, boy.
One Marine does get trapped up at the top. Oh, a little bit of damage taken there from the siege tanks. Our first Templar is up. It's still 15 seconds before Storm actually finishes. That's going to allow Byun to actually start sieging up this natural, though.
Yeah. And he doesn't have the energy quite yet for Storm. He will very soon, but he doesn't quite have it yet. He's hiding those Templar right now. They're all very close to having Storm. There we go. One finally does have it.
Yes.
And all those Marines are so grouped up right now.
Oh my God, it's just begging for that Storm.
Oh, did he see the Templar when he ran that Marine in there? I think he might have. He's splitting up. Yes, he did see the Templar.
Oh, very smart. We'll see if it's going to be enough. There's Guardian Shield. Zealots are starting to make their way forward. A couple of force fields hitting. Storm's not really hitting that many Marines at all. He's going to be able to close with one of the tanks, but I don't know if he's going to be able to take out anything other than that.
No, that is it.
GG!
Wow! That one Marine, that one stim Marine gave Byun.Prime the information he needed to dodge those storms and win that game. Really, really nicely played push from Byun.Prime. That was a deadly build.